Hello and welcome back to my Ultimate Decades Challenge. The family is just waking up and we're going to get started on some chores for the day. Milo really needs to pee here, so we'll let him go. I've got some stinky food here as well. So one thing, the last episode, our sweet Olive got married to Gregory. We had a successful hunt. This is what Annika and the other kids brought home yesterday. So we'll put this all away. There we go. Oh. Why is Molasses in the house? In the bathroom? Clipping through the stairs and the wall. Today is our harvest day, so we're gonna have a bit busier of a chore day. I'm gonna get Milo started just on cleaning the sheds and cleaning the cows. I also wanted to have a sale today because in terms of money, we have no money. And I also forgot to pay, I think it's the Lord's tax in the last episode. So we'll get rid of that 100 simoleons, which is kind of a big deal for us right now. I used to have the cross-stitching box right here, but Isabella and Annika kept starting a new project, which can cost like 100 simoleons. So I had to put it away so that they would stop doing that. One thing that I really like to do on their harvest day is have them make something like a little bit fancier than what they usually have. We've been eating okay, like they've had a good selection of things throughout the last few days. But let's see. That sounds a little more special than what they usually have. I just think it makes sense that they would have like a bigger meal on their harvest day. So, okay, another thing. Oh my God, I knew this was going to happen. So because they have the neighbors, I was worried, I guess, about them coming to harvest. So I had a plan in my head to come harvest before the neighbors would be up, and then I forgot to do that. So I'll have to think about what I'm going to do to stop them from harvesting. Like, I don't really know if there's anything I can do. I don't know. Maybe we'll just say, like, we'll harvest tomorrow instead. One thing that I find so hilarious, the neighbors will come and like put things down to be planted, but I guess just with the Ye Old Cookbook mod, they'll come and put down like a hair, for example. Like, I don't know. I just find it so funny, but I can't even like pick it up and put it in our fridge. So I'm just going to have to destroy this. But yeah, we'll harvest tomorrow instead. And today we're just going to do the other chores. Yeah, I'm not even going to harvest that. So yeah, the other thing that I wanted to do today was have a sale, which we can do from our house here. Okay, Tobias is asking, he says, last recess, no one wanted to play with me. I just climbed around on my own. So I'm going to interpret this as he hasn't had a chance to see many of his friends lately. And another thing that I wanted to do was have a party. So this is perfect. Isabella's going to say, just play on your own for now. And then she's planning on, they'll have a little party with their neighbors tomorrow for All Fools Day. And then it can also be a celebration because we weren't able to celebrate Olive and Gregory's wedding because it ended so abruptly. But I will get all these chores finished up and then check back in once we start the sale. So all of the kids are working on doing some chores. Mom's come out here to start this stinky yard sale. We've got a bunch of manure that we're selling. So that's why it stinks like that. But we need all the money we can get. So I'm basically selling everything. They had a little storage bin of things that they kind of had been like finding in the shed and finding when they harvest the prairie grass. So that's where all of that came from, and like the wool from the sheeps and stuff. And then I'm going to keep restocking it through the day. I'm probably going to have her run this several times, but we'll have to keep track. So we're starting the day with 161 simoleons. So we'll have to keep track for tax purposes. And also Olive has come over here. Whoops. Olive has come over. I'm not seeing a bump yet, but I think it's a bit early to tell. So we'll see a little bit later if she is pregnant. I'm so excited. It was really chaotic when I started this challenge, like before I was filming, and they had all these kids, but now I'm kind of missing it. I go through like phases where I'm like really tired of raising children and sick of the infants and toddlers. And then after a little bit, I start to miss it. So we got some strawberry wine, so that should be good. Oh, looks like she's probably pregnant by her. Looked like she had to pee really bad and she just threw up. So that is exciting if it's true. Oh, good. He's coming to plant. I've also kind of, yes, you can like gardening. I've also kind of been thinking, I wonder if this manure is driving people away. Because we're not really selling very much. I was thinking about like having to keep track of all five of the kids with their like pregnancy tries and things, and I feel like it might be a little bit too much. So I'm thinking of picking like the top. It's fine, don't overreact. I'm thinking of picking the top like most interesting 3 characters and following them. So we're definitely going to be following Leaf because he is our heir. I love Olive, but I feel like Annika's story might be more interesting. But for now, I'm going to keep following Olive. And then I also really like Tobias, and I want to keep following him. He's kind of like, he got his dad's skin tone and his mom's hair, which is the opposite of all of his siblings. So it's kind of, no one likes me anymore. Aw. He's feeling like nobody likes him. I think she's going to say, people like you, look around. He's also sick, so let's have Leaf come get some water, use the bathroom, and then go take a little nap. Okay, we are seriously not selling anything. I think this manure, putting it on the table, was the wrong move. So let's take it off. All right, I'll run this for a little bit longer and check back in later. Leaf has woken up from his nap and he's feeling a lot better. We got this little combating a cold pop up here, and he's just going to work on his archery skill now. The boys are in here playing chess, and they're still running the yard sale. It's been doing a little bit better. I also had Annika take over, and she seems to be a better salesman than Isabella. So we're going to keep running this. I'm going to actually change some things around on the table, like our higher price items and see if we can sell some of those. Okay, so I changed it to just be their milk. There was 2 bottles of wine that Leaf had found in the prairie grass, and this one is worth so much, so I'm really hoping we can sell this one. That would solve a lot of issues for us. We've also got this other one that's not aged, so it's not worth as much, and then Isabella's cross stitch that she had made there. So this was actually the biggest fail ever. So I'm going to, I know in the first episode I said I only wanted them to be running the sales once a year, but I'm actually kind of scared for their money, and I feel like something has to be glitching. Like, they sold maybe 3 things, and normally when I do these they sell way more. So we're gonna go to the town square tomorrow, or that like community lot, in the morning and sell there. I'll wake them up early tomorrow to do the harvest, and we'll leave pretty early because I do still want to do that party in the evening. Okay, it's 13:01 day 2, and nothing has sprouted through the night, so I'll maybe try once more tomorrow, and if things have still, like if we still can't harvest things, then I guess it's just fate, and the gardening did not go well this year. So everybody is just cleaning up here. Our chicken shed was super stinky, so that's why all of our chickens are looking like that. Should go away eventually, but yeah, we're just getting everything done, and we'll head out really soon to get our sale going. I quickly just popped into the Bruin household, and I see that Olive is eating for 2, so she's pregnant. I'm so happy for her. I think that even though she is married to Gregory and doesn't really love him too much, I think she's just so happy to be finally starting a family of her own, even though it's maybe not in the way that she perfectly wanted. Yeah, I think she's doing good, and she's okay with her life, and she's still close to her family, so she's definitely really happy with that too. All right, so we're back at the Peasant Rec Center here, and we're doing kind of the same thing that we did last time, with the boys over here playing some instruments and getting tips from that, and Annika's over here running the table. So hopefully it will go better this time, and then we'll calculate our taxes at the end of the day. But I will do this off camera just because it's kind of boring, and it looks like it's already going better though. And then I'll just pop in if anything interesting happens. It's 5 p.m. and we did amazing here. I'm so happy. I don't know if it's a little bit cheaty, but like I said, it's so easy to make so much money in The Sims 4. So I won't do this again for this year for sure, but a lot of this will go away with taxes once we get back. But I do want to get them back home so we can have a little party. I imagined that Isabella would have stayed home. I'm thinking that Olive came over to tell her about the pregnancy, so she just stayed at home to talk through things with her and just spend some time with her. But we'll see her tonight as well. Oh my god. Before I start an episode, every time I check the townies and I get rid of all the aliens, I get rid of all of the vampires and put them all in appropriate clothing, and it keeps producing like, this must be an alien because it looks like he just did something weird, but it just keeps respawning. So it is what it is. So things ran a little late there because I killed that sim, and I do it again. But anyways, one other thing, I can't place these paintings on the sales table, so I'm just gonna sell it out of her inventory. But I'm gonna calculate the taxes and then we will start the party. So we started the episode with 161 simoleons. We made 9,550 simoleons, and we need to pay 20% of that. 10% is tithe, and 10% is the Lord's tax. So that will take away 1,910 simoleons, and we will be left with 7,769 simoleons. Okay, so we're having a good time at the party here. Everyone's dancing to the non-music. I'm just gonna say somebody's playing some kind of instrument and they're all dancing along. Isabella's over here tending the bar. I might have Leaf order a drink. I also use the basemental alcohol mod, so the drinks that they get from the bar do have an effect on them, which is kind of fun sometimes. But let's see. He can order his favorite drink. Let's see what Leaf's favorite drink is. He's just eating his Scotch eggs right now. He likes barley wine ale. That sounds pretty good. I also thought it would be fun to try using the... I don't know how to pronounce this. Sabak? I don't know. I thought it might be fun to do some gambling, so maybe we'll gamble with these guys. Hopefully we'll win. I think I see Leaf playing confidently. I feel like he doesn't have the brains really, but I think he's a pretty confident guy, so I think that's what he would do. We won! We won 90 simoleons. That's fun. Tobias, you're getting tired. It's Tobias's last day as a child. I'm so excited to see what he looks like. So the party is just about done. I think everybody had a good time. The whole family is getting sick now, though. It was a bad party. Okay. Isabella has this want to mourn the dead, so I'm interpreting that as when they're having these parties and stuff, she is definitely missing Isaac. She's definitely wishing that he was here to celebrate. Oh, and he is here as a ghost. I don't really like playing with ghosts, so I'm just gonna I just sent him away. Sometimes I like playing with Supernatural, but this isn't really the save file for that. I'm thinking we're actually going to call this one right here. After reflecting a little bit and just seeing how long the episodes are running, I think it will be better to do just 2 days at a time. So we'll call this one here. We will have Tobias age up in the next one. We'll meet the Bruins, and looks like we have May Day on Sunday as well. So it should be a fun one. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.